Hello everyone, Bryce Ethan White here, and welcome back to the channel for another reaction video. And today we're going to be reacting to, well, I'm not going to read all that, and you can probably tell by the title of the video. We're going to be looking at 3C Films. This is a YouTuber that I have been watching for, like, I think the past 6 years I've been watching him. Yeah, I think it's been like 6 years since I started watching this guy. And yeah, we're gonna be looking at some movie news because I'm out of ideas at the moment. I'm out of ideas right now, so this is the best I can come up with. Alright, without further ado, let's get on with it.
Hello, my beautiful movie peeps. The day a lot of us have been waiting for.
Hello, Chris.
Barbenheimer Day. What are you watching first? Your boy chose Barbie first. Today's watching Oppenheimer. But whatever you're deciding to choose this weekend, let's talk about some of the movie news we got going on here. Because although we got a strike and Hollywood is slowing down, we got some juicy news today, man.
Yeah, the Hollywood strike is still going on. We don't know when that could end. Like probably like in 2 or 3 months or something. I don't know. It's probably gonna take more longer than that.
We got our first poster for the Blumhouse Exorcist movie, even an idea of when the trailer is going to be releasing.
That is creepy.
We got an update on a live action / CGI Lego movie.
Why?
The DCU, because it looks like all the trouble with Aquaman 2 might have finally have been resolved. Really? That'll so much more. So many of your guys' opinions down below with everything we discuss here today. I can never stress enough how much it means to me that you guys watch my videos, man. Just thank you. With the sentimental stuff out of the way, let's get into our first story here. And something we haven't done in a while is talk about a small upcoming movie that I thought has an interesting plot. Now, although we currently have a writer and actor strike going on, and no actors or writers are being allowed to make movies, promote movies, talk about upcoming movies, we did get an article from Variety about 39 independent movies that the SAG union has approved to still be filming even during the strike. Two of those movies do include A24 films, and one of them stars Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega. Immediately had me hooked in. I said, one ticket, please. The movie is titled Death of a Unicorn, and that is because Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega are going to be killing a unicorn, man.
Why?
And like I said, 2 tickets now, please. Essentially, the plot follows Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega, who play father and daughter, when they're on a little bit of a road trip and they hit a unicorn with their car. They then take the unicorn to a nearby wealthy individual who happens to be in the pharmaceutical business, where they find out this unicorn has healing abilities, and the movie becomes a moral dilemma about whether we kill this unicorn, experiment on it, take what we can from it so that we can save millions of lives and turn it into medicine, while also making a lot of money in the process, or do we let this unicorn live, survive, because it's a unique creature, one of its kind, and it deserves life too. It's a moral dilemma, something you would expect from A24. And you know what? I thought maybe it would have gone with like the horror vibe in there. Who wouldn't want a unicorn horror movie out there? Just imagine.
I do.
Piercing your body, running around in the woods, unicorns chasing you. I'd watch that. Imagine the magical abilities they could have. And heck, I'm gonna start writing it now. Okay, after the writer's strike, I'll start writing it. But other than this just sounding like an interesting movie with actors I enjoy,
actually, never mind. I want to go see that.
The kind of movies we can expect to see next summer. Because right now, nothing is filming, and we don't know when things are going to start filming. No shows, no movies. And although we don't feel the effects of it right at this moment, by the time next year, since they didn't film any new movies or stuff for us, we're just going to have a lot of these independent projects that did get the chance to film during the strike. And studios are going to buy these up and market them because it's the only content they have to show for. Let me know what you guys think about Death of a Unicorn and if you like the sound of this plot. Bring us here to an update on the Lego franchise. Now, if you haven't kept up with the Lego movie space, you might not have known that previously it was Warner Brothers that owned the licensing to make Lego movies. They're the ones who brought us the first 2 Lego films, the Lego Batman movie, the Lego Ninjago movie. But that licensing went up, and the Lego company decided to give it now to Universal, who are going to be the ones making Lego movies. I kind of
forgot about that.
We finally got an update on what they're going to do with the property. It got revealed here the directors behind the new live-action / CGI hybrid movie. The directing
why it gotta be live action?
Adam Nee, who are
why can't it just be animated?
Directed The Lost City with Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock, which, if you haven't seen that, it's actually an enjoyable comedy. I wasn't that excited to go see it, but I decided to watch it, and I had like a really good time with with this movie. It kind of surprised me. So genuinely knowing that they created that and now they're going to be tackling Lego and me enjoying their sense of humor, I'm like, okay, bring it on. This could be fun. The only details that we have so far right now is we know we have to switch it up and take it to a different art form. That's still true to Lego. We should have some announcements soon. I think we've reinvented it in a cool way. So we can pretty much expect this to be a little different than what Warner Brothers brought us with the Lego movie. And even thinking about those first two Lego films, those are technically live action CGI hybrid movies. They have moments in those films where we go into the real world and we have human actors there.
Okay,
but maybe this time around really specifying that it's a live action CGI hybrid instead of a straight up animated movie looks like there's going to be more of a balance in between, more jumping in between the real world to the Lego world. That could be kind of fun and interesting. And also thinking now with Universal attached, they can bring in all their IP characters just like Warner Brothers was doing with, you know, bringing in the Justice League and DC characters. Maybe we'll see some Fast and Furious, Jurassic Park, or heck, Minions. They're definitely throwing a Minion in there somewhere.
Or maybe we could see a Lego Mario movie. Or would that even work? Because we already had a Mario movie released a couple months ago. Or maybe or maybe a Lego Transformers movie? I don't know, man.
Guys, hear this update with the upcoming Lego movie. What would you want Universal to do with this live-action CGI hype? All right, talking about some horror movie news here a little bit because we were
Exorcist.
kind of blessed with some awesome stuff. Starting off here with Exorcist Believer. Now, this is the upcoming prequel for the Exorcist franchise, brought to us by Blumhouse and directed by David Gordon Green, the man who brought us the Halloween trilogy from Blumhouse. And from these posters, yeah, they are creepy. The faces and makeup that they have here really do resemble.
I don't know if I want to show that.
Exorcist, the original movie that started it all. Not all these other 100 Exorcist movies that aren't related at all to that film. This does give off the eerie, nasty vibe you would get from that original film, and it has me interested. Okay, the big plot point of this one is 2 girls get possessed at the same time as opposed to it always being one. The movie also will specifically have connections to the first movie here, so you know what? I think these posters are great. Now, we can expect to see the trailer July 25th. That's what's being rumored right now. In fact, they're saying that if you go to the theaters this weekend to watch, I don't know, anything Oppenheimer, maybe not Barbie, but if you go to watch like Oppenheimer's, what I'm hearing, there's a chance that you could see the Exorcist Believer trailer in theaters only, and then Tuesday of next week, they'll release it online to the public. Hopefully, it's not a Nun 2 situation where we have the trailer like out in theaters or leaked online for weeks, and then they decided to release it online. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on these posters for Exorcist Believer and what you most want to see in the trailer. Are you hyped or are you not? Bringing us to another horror movie I thought I was going to have no interest in,
Jigsaw.
but slowly started to win me over, Saw X. Now, if you don't know here, I am a big fan of the Saw franchise, but even as a big fan, the last couple of entries in the Saw world have just been real bummer, have been kind of a disappointment. I want something new and refreshing for this world. So when we got announced another Saw movie coming up, I just didn't feel that excitement here. But then we started hearing rumblings that Tobin Bell will be coming back in a major role. Test screenings.
Guys, I only saw the first Saw movie, and that was really, I really haven't seen any of the sequels yet.
Saying that it turned out to be one of the better Saw movies made out there, and I was like, okay, you're getting me in there. And now we have our first look and a release date change. Here we have our first look at Tobin Bell coming back as John Kramer, our Jigsaw, where the movie will be moving away from its October release date where it was going to come out the same day as Five Nights at Freddy's. I always thought that was a terrible decision, and now they've recorrected it to now be releasing September 29th, 2023. So it'll be coming out a month earlier. So I could pretty much bet we're going to get a trailer in the next week or two. Along with this first look and new release date, they also gave us an official plot synopsis here, which I'm like, okay, it's confirmed some things we've been hearing about this movie. So they have it here. Set between the events of Saw 1 and Saw 2, a sick and desperate John travels to Mexico for a risky experimental procedure in hopes of a miracle cure for his cancer. only to discover the entire operation is a scam to defraud the most vulnerable. The infamous killer returns to his work, turning the tables on the con artist in his signature visceral way through devious, deranged, and indigenous traps. Ooh! A Saw movie set in Mexico.
What?
You know what that means. Mexican piss filter, y'all! Anytime we get a show in Mexico, we gotta drench in that orange to let you know this is what Mexico looks like. It is canon accurate, y'all. I'm gonna laugh so hard if when that first trailer comes out and they end up doing that. But that aside, I freaking love that plot. That sounds great, because I was wondering, really, you're gonna set it between Saw 1 and 2?
Now I want to see it.
Fate. How many more times can you establish these hidden stories that we never knew about from his past? That's what always would happen every Saw sequel as they were going on. It's like, oh, he did this in the background. He did this. He was training that person. Actually, he trained that person. No, he trained this person. Guy had like 5 different apprentices at the same time. His schedule must have been packed. But this, I kind of like the sound of it. I hear all the time, you know, people going to Mexico to get them BBLs or procedures, and they get swindled, scammed, and whatnot, and you do that to Jigsaw, you was in trouble. So count me peaked, interested, and
you don't want to mess with that guy.
Review and talk about all the previous Saw movies on this channel leading up to this film, because Saw excitement is back, y'all. Let me know what you think about Saw X, first look, and the sound of the plot. Moving out of the horror space here, we got some updates with Aquaman 2 in the DCU that I feel like we have to talk about, okay? So if you've been following my channel for a while, you know every now and then when we bring up Aquaman 2 in the Lost Kingdom, there's been a couple of things coming up. For one, is that the test screenings for this movie are really bad. That people are saying
they're negative. I heard about that.
Warner Brothers is scared, and they're trying to figure out what to do with this film. Aside from the test screenings also being kind of negative, there's also been some cameo hoopla going on, because we didn't know if Aquaman 2 was going to release before or after The Flash, with all the delays going on in Hollywood.
It's going to be
if the movie was going to release before The Flash, they were going to have a cameo with Ben Affleck Batman recruiting Aquaman for some sort of mission. But if Aquaman 2 was going to release after The Flash, they were going to instead change that cameo to Michael Keaton Batman, because originally The Flash was going to end with Michael Keaton being the new Batman of the DCU, and so Michael Keaton was going to recruit him for some big mission. Now that James Gunn is in charge and all this has been put behind us, no Batman will be showing up in Aquaman. All those cameos erased. And again, it's with the thing that James Gunn keeps saying. He doesn't want to put in little teases for stuff that isn't going to come to fruition in the future. Just like thinking about it right now, there's somebody in their living room chilling at home, excited for when the Black Adam vs. Superman movie's coming out. He saw that post-credit scene and was like, oh, honey, I'm telling you, when we watch that movie,
it's never going to happen.
Popcorn, okay, you can't say nothing, Nancy. Then man's gonna live his whole life wondering why that movie never happened. The article also specifies here that once James Gunn got his hands on the DCU, watched the movie, and gave his notes, he approved a 5-day reshoot where they can fix some things with the movie. And after those reshoots were completed and they tested the movie one more time, it finally got back some positive reviews. And right now, a good or bad movie can be a big difference in the box office, especially for DC, that is just bleeding every time a new superhero movie of theirs gets released, because people just don't seem to be that interested right now. As a side note thrown in here, it also said that the director of Blue Beetle asked for 2 days of reshoots for a little thing he wanted to fix in the movie, and he was denied that. But Aquaman 2 got 5 days of reshoots. Still though, interesting times to be a DC fan, man. One day we're going to be on the up and up. You guys hear about these details with Aquaman 2. How do you feel about them? But that is all the movie news we currently have going on right now, guys. I want to thank you so much for taking time my day to watch me talk some movie news. Don't be forgetting to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't.
Alright, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys and girls enjoyed it. This was some really nice movie news. Which one of these films are you mostly excited for? Let me know in the comments below. And Chris, you will always be the man. Our main man. That's it. We're done here. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you all next time.